To manifest consciously through quantum principles is to remember that you are not a small being trapped inside a vast universe. You are the universe expressing itself through a particular perspective of awareness. Reality is not happening to you. It is happening through you, responding moment by moment to the frequencies you emit. Every thought, emotion, and belief is a pulse of energy within the quantum field, shaping the probabilities that solidify into your daily experience. To master manifestation is to become deliberate in what you broadcast. The quantum field, that invisible ocean of pure potential, is not a metaphor. It is the same realm of vibrating information that physicists describe when they speak of the vacuum energy, the zero-point field, or unified field theory. In this dimension, there are no objects, no distances, no separation, only interpenetrating waves of possibility. Matter, as Einstein noted, is energy slowed down to a point of visibility. If you wish to change matter, you must begin where matter begins, in the field itself. The first and most critical shift is from creating with effort to creating with coherence. Ordinary manifestation techniques often rely on willpower, repetition, affirmations, or the mechanical visualization of goals. But in the quantum sense, willpower alone is weak because it originates from the beta brainwave state, a survival frequency filled with tension and analysis. The field does not respond to struggle, it responds to resonance. To affect it, you must enter states of deep coherence where the brain and heart act as a single harmonic instrument. Dr. Joe Dispenza has demonstrated this scientifically. When meditators quiet the analytical mind and open their awareness beyond the senses, the brain shifts from fragmented beta waves into smooth, synchronized alpha and theta patterns. Different regions of the brain begin firing together, producing coherence, a measurable order in neural oscillations. This coherence amplifies the brain's electromagnetic signal, turning thought into a clear, broadcastable frequency. In these moments, the brain stops functioning as a collection of parts and becomes a single resonant system, a transmitter capable of influencing the quantum field. But the brain's signal is only half the equation. The other half is the magnetic field of the heart. The HeartMath Institute has shown that the heart's electromagnetic field is up to 5,000 times stronger than that of the brain and extends several meters beyond the body. When the heart's rhythm becomes ordered, a state called heart coherence, its magnetic field expands and stabilizes. Emotion is the language of this field. Elevated feelings such as gratitude, love, compassion, and awe create smooth sin wave patterns that harmonize perfectly with the universe's frequency. Negative emotions produce chaotic patterns that distort the signal. To manifest quantumly, therefore, you combine a clear mental intention with an elevated emotional state. Thought is the electrical charge that sends the signal. Emotion is the magnetic force that draws the experience back to you. When the two are synchronized, the field responds instantly because it recognizes itself in your vibration. The technique begins by entering stillness. Sit or lie down in a quiet space. Withdraw attention from your body, your surroundings, your past, and your future. Let awareness rest only in the present moment until you become pure consciousness. No name, no story, no expectation. Dr. Dispenza describes this as moving from somebody to nobody, from somewhere to nowhere, from sometime to no time. In this emptiness, you disengage from the known reality and enter the realm of infinite potential. When the chatter of identity fades, the brain begins to synchronize naturally. The hemispheres merge, neural oscillations become harmonic, and a sense of wholeness arises. This neurological wholeness is crucial because a divided brain sends conflicting information into the field. A coherent brain, by contrast, emits a single, unified signal that carries mathematical precision. In that state, visualize the desired reality not as something separate, but as something already existing in the field. Do not imagine reaching for it. Imagine being it. Now, bring the heart online. Feel into the energy of the future you are creating. Let gratitude flood your chest as if the event has already happened. The heart cannot distinguish between actual and imagined gratitude. It only knows vibration. As emotion builds, the heart's magnetic field expands and merges with the coherent signal from the brain. In that instant, your body becomes an antenna broadcasting a unique electromagnetic signature, a vibrational address that corresponds to the reality you wish to experience. When there is a perfect vibrational match between your energy and a potential in the field, that potential begins to organize around you. It may appear first as synchronicities, chance meetings, or intuitive nudges. You are not forcing matter to change. You are synchronizing with a version of reality that already exists in potential form. The manifestation process is therefore not creation ex nihilo, but selection, tuning into the timeline that resonates with your chosen frequency. The more coherent and consistent your signal, the faster the alignment occurs. Consistency comes not from effort but from maintaining the vibrational state independent of external evidence. Most people undo their manifestations by returning to old emotional habits, fear, impatience, doubt, which collapse the waveform back into its previous configuration. Quantum manifestation demands emotional mastery, the ability to feel the future before it arrives. A practical method to sustain this involves what Dispenza calls rehearsing the future. Once you have felt the frequency of your desired reality, rehearse daily by re-entering that state. Visualize through all senses, the sounds, textures, and emotions of that life, while remaining detached from the outcome. Detachment does not mean indifference, it means trust. When you trust the field, you no longer chase, you allow, and allowing keeps your energy expansive. Breathwork is another powerful gateway. Slow, rhythmic breathing reduces sympathetic arousal and increases heart coherence. Inhale through the heart, feeling it expand. Exhale through the brain, releasing control. This circulates energy between the two centers, bridging the electrical and magnetic aspects of manifestation. Over time, you feel currents of energy moving up the spine, the same life force described in ancient yogic traditions as Kundalini. This rising energy unifies the nervous system and connects the personal field with the cosmic field. Modern neuroscience confirms that such practices alter the brain's chemistry. During deep meditative coherence, the pineal gland secretes biochemicals that create higher states of consciousness. Gamma wave bursts sweep through the brain, correlating with moments of ecstasy and insight. At those peaks, people often report visions, intuitive downloads, or spontaneous healing. What's happening biologically is the nervous system aligning with the quantum field's higher frequencies, a resonance between microcosm and macrocosm. To sustain this connection throughout daily life, cultivate present moment awareness. The quantum field only responds to the now because the now is the only point where consciousness intersects potential. Every time you dwell on the past or worry about the future, your energy fractures into timelines that no longer exist. By anchoring attention in the present, through mindful breathing, observation, or gratitude, you consolidate energy, making your signal stronger. Another essential element is self-identity. You cannot manifest a reality while clinging to the personality that created the old one. The quantum field reflects who you are being, not what you are wanting. Therefore, manifestation is an act of becoming. You must mentally and emotionally inhabit the identity of the person who already lives that reality. Ask, if I were already that version of myself, how would I think? How would I feel? How would I act? Then begin to live from those answers now. As you embody the new frequency, old patterns will surface for release. Memories, beliefs, and emotions that contradict your emerging vibration. Do not suppress them. Witness them. They are fragments of energy leaving your field. The discomfort that arises is not punishment, but purification. The quantum field cannot deliver a coherent reality to an incoherent energy system. Cleansing the old vibration creates the space for new coherence to stabilize. Gratitude is the final seal of the process. When you close each meditation or practice with deep, heartfelt gratitude, you signal to the field that the manifestation is complete. Gratitude is the emotional signature of receiving. It bridges the gap between intention and realization. In that vibration, the future feels inevitable, and because the field mirrors feeling, inevitability becomes experience. It is important to remember that quantum manifestation is not magic. It is alignment with natural law. Every atom in the universe oscillates according to precise mathematical harmony. When your thoughts and emotions match that harmony, you enter the slipstream of creation where manifestation becomes effortless. Miracles, from this perspective, are simply the mechanics of higher coherence operating beyond the limits of ordinary perception. There are advanced techniques to deepen this practice. One involves dimensional anchoring, using sound or frequency to stabilize high vibration states. Certain tones, such as 432 Hz or 528 Hz, resonate with the heart's field and amplify coherence. Playing these frequencies during meditation entrains the body's cells into harmony, allowing consciousness to linger longer in. You can also employ micro-manifestation training, practicing on small, neutral outcomes to strengthen faith. For instance, intend to see a specific symbol within 24 hours, a butterfly, a red balloon, a particular phrase. When it appears, not as a coincidence but as a reflection of your field, the analytical mind begins to relax its skepticism. Each success builds evidence that consciousness truly influences reality, and belief amplifies the signal even further. Sleep and dream states offer another portal. As you drift into theta brain waves before sleep, the veil between conscious and subconscious thins. Plant intentions gently at that threshold, not as commands but as feelings of gratitude for realities already unfolding. The subconscious mind, unlimited by linear time, carries those instructions directly into the field overnight. Upon waking, linger for a few moments in stillness before engaging thought. This preserves the coherence built during the night and prevents the old identity from reasserting itself. Quantum manifestation is cumulative. Each session of coherence, each moment of gratitude strengthens the neural and energetic circuitry that bridges mind and matter. Over weeks and months, your baseline vibration rises. You find yourself less reactive, more inspired, more magnetic. People notice it even if they cannot explain it. Circumstances begin to flow, not because fate changed, but because your frequency did. Eventually, the process becomes automatic. You realize that every thought is a creative act, every emotion a magnet shaping reality. You move through life with deliberate gentleness, aware that the field is always listening. Intuition becomes your navigation system, subtle impulses guiding you toward alignment without resistance. The need for control fades because you sense that everything is orchestrated through coherence. The ultimate technique, then, is to live as if manifestation is no longer necessary. When you know you are the field itself, you stop sending and start radiating. Creation happens spontaneously through your state of being. You smile, and circumstances reorganize. You love, and reality blooms. The distinction between inner and outer dissolves, leaving only the seamless choreography of consciousness expressing itself through time. Dr. Dispenza calls this state becoming supernatural, not because it defies nature, but because it operates from the deeper laws of nature that most have forgotten. The human being is designed to be a conduit of the infinite. Within the stillness behind your thoughts lies the same intelligence that guides galaxies. When you align brain coherence, heart coherence, and pure awareness, that intelligence flows unhindered. You no longer manifest as a seeker, but as a creator remembering its source. From the quantum perspective, abundance, love, health, and creativity are not things to acquire. They are frequencies to inhabit. They exist now, in the field, waiting for resonance. Every time you meditate, breathe coherently, and feel gratitude for a reality unseen, you inch closer to those frequencies until you occupy them completely. When that happens, the external world has no choice but to rearrange itself accordingly, because it is not separate from you. This is the essence of quantum manifestation. To understand that the universe is not a distant mechanism but a living mirror of consciousness. To master it, you need not chase outcomes or battle circumstance. You need only refine the signal you emit, clarity of mind, elevation of heart, and presence in the moment. The rest unfolds with mathematical certainty. The more you practice, the more you recognize that true manifestation is less about creating things and more about expanding awareness. The objects and experiences that appear are simply reflections of that expansion. As your coherence stabilizes, you attract not only what you desire, but what serves the evolution of your soul. You begin to create from wholeness rather than lack, from unity rather than separation. In the end, the art of quantum manifestation is the art of remembering who you are, consciousness capable of sculpting light through thought and emotion. You are not waiting for the universe to deliver your dreams. The universe is waiting for you to emit the frequency of them. When the signal and the potential align perfectly, the field responds in kind, and what once seemed miraculous becomes ordinary. To live in this awareness is to live as source, radiant, coherent, and unbounded. You wake each day knowing that the quantum field is your canvas and love is your brush. With every breath, you paint new possibilities into being. And as you do, the universe, listening through the heart of creation, whispers back in waves of synchronicity, "You are the creator you have been waiting for."